What is going on, everybody? I said, you know what? I'm going to come on later. I'll be on at 4 p.m. today with Eric Maurice Clark for our Christmas show, our gospel Christmas show. So we want to make sure that everyone is tuned in there. But since, everybody was up watching the Potter's house today, I'm on my phone also. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? What's up? There you go, Child Please. Child Please, you over there cutting up in them comments over there on that Jake's short that I posted. If y'all didn't check it out, go check it out on my page, on my shorts. What's up, Michelle Holly? Okay, great. I am walking to the gym and I said, hold on, let me just tiptoe in here for a minute. Let me tell you something. I didn't watch the entire message because it was giving me, the regular Christmas type of, stuff that I can hear. You hear it you're going to hear at every church today in regards to the birth of Christ, which is fine. I want to get down to the nitty gritty, like everybody. Hey, when they say, if you're here, he was like, if you're here to see what I'm going to, we are. Everyone's here to see what you're going to talk about. Hey, what's up, Desiree? You want us to see if she was scooting? She had a cane today. Sarita's on a cane for her knee, I guess. Giving Mr. Claus. It was a little Mr. and Mrs. Claus today. Yeah, that was just a little crazy. But what did you guys think about it? Close 4:00, take out 5. Oh, okay. What do you guys think about it? Do you think he made a great statement today? Now, his statement in regards to, it was a couple of things. If I would repent. Usually people say that, it's a little suspect. But then the whole aspect of, I can sit out here. Oh, but they done gathered up their seats. And then the whole, I don't mess with freaks. Okay. That's a whole big problem there. First you said, you pray for everybody. Pretty much everybody's somebody. But then you say you don't mess with freaks. Who are you calling a freak? You mess with Diddy. You associate with Diddy. He's a freak, allegedly. Allegedly, he's a freak. He enjoys the company of freaks. And you at least admitted to dipping into that party. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Bishop Jakes, but and then some people say, why even talk about should he even come and talk about it at all or address it? Well, no. But does he need to, for public opinion? More than likely. As everybody is talking about it. But, I think he got himself into a little bit of a pickle with calling people freaks. I know it doesn't seem that big, but they did say they was on lockdown. And he said he was on lockdown because of potential terrorist threats that have been going on. Now, I guess I've been out of the news because I didn't see any. Um, Maybe you guys have. Did y'all hear of any terrorist threats that were supposed to strike southern churches today, or something like that? Yeah, Major Boyce. It's very obvious that it is bothering him. And as someone, I think someone had sent me a message and said, it's the nervous walking. And he walks generally, but it was kind of a little bit more of a nervous walk today. I know I'm not grasping for straws. It just seemed really interesting today. What's up, Eric? There's Eric Maurice Clark, y'all. We will be live at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's our Christmas show, all right? So y'all coming. What's up, Pastor Wilson? What's up? How was the response? The response was, I don't know what y'all here for. Y'all need to just go on and praise the Lord. I'm okay. I've been helping people for years. The main people you help will stab you in the back. I'm just summarizing. Stab you in the back. I'm a little kid inside. I'm like, he said, unto us a child is born. He kind of went into that. Unto us a son is given. So he was speaking of the inner child in himself, pretty much saying, I'm human. I'm a child, and upon his shoulders, the government would be up on his shoulders. So the government and oppression is on the shoulders of Bishop Jakes. That's what I got out of it. So I don't know. Did anybody else see it and have an assumption? Okay, Major Boy says a lot is going on, and they receive more letters, emails, and possible threats. We don't know. Yeah, yeah. I believe it don't have anything to do with terrorist threats. I think it has to do with possible emails and things that, like Major said, that church has got. But he had to make it seem like he says, I'm here for the people. I'm here to help you. I've been here helping you. God, he was really trying to put the notion in that how the F y'all gonna turn your backs on me, and I've been here all these years helping you. I've been American's pastor. I'm Junior. What's his name? What's the man that died? Franklin. What's the man Franklin name? Darla says, I'm ducking, praying, and listening for the word of the Lord. Listen here. I'm with you. Michelle, Michelle. How do you do that? I'm on my phone, y'all. I don't usually do live stream on my, okay, you just press it. Okay. I don't usually do live stream on my phone. The Bible says, when I was a child, I thought as a child, but I put away childish things. Well, yeah. But he wanted to really zoom in on that whole child aspect. Like, there's a lot on me. I've had a lot get put on me. I have a lot of pressure. So he was really trying to bring that in. And of course, I found it extremely interesting that y'all. Dr. Cora Jakes. Thank you. Somebody just sent me a PayPal. PayPal usually is that you, Michelle Holly? Thank you so much. That Cora was nowhere to be found on that platform, standing with the family. Not Dr. Cora Jakes. No, she recently became doctor. I don't know how. I don't know what somebody said. Well, Jake's has a school. Okay, give her a doctorate, I guess. But she was nowhere to be found. You know, she still has her problems dealing with Michelle Loud. You know, Michelle Loud done got a little starch in her back this week. She said, I told y'all about this family. And Michelle was over there revealing some really interesting things the other day on her live. She was talking about, you know, potential lint licking going on with Cora and some others. And like Michelle talks about, Cora was talking about, you know, asking her questions, trying to see if she was down with the get down. And I was like, oh, Jesus. That just go, everything's going to hell in a handbasket. Yeah. Who's Cora Jakes is a child, please. You need to catch up. I need you to go revisit some of my videos. Bishop Jakes's daughter name is Cora. He got a couple of them, Cora, and he got the golden child, Sarah. So they are. What'd she say? What I miss? Dr. B. Red says he turned on Eddie Long, Carlton Pearson, but stood and hung out with P. Diddy. A mess, I tell you. See, that's where it's getting sticky around here. Because now we're seeing some potential, you know, inappropriate things, but you wanted to really disassociate yourself with a man who went to the grave without one sexual scandal. A man who went to the grave just talking about another thought after reading scripture and coming together with another thought in regards to the gospel of Jesus Christ. But you disassociated yourself because that meant that would disrupt your money. That's what you did. But now we're looking back and saying, you know, you demonized this man, Bishop Carlton Pearson, as a heretic, or I never can say that word. Heretic. There we go. I got to think about it. A heretic. You demonized him as a heretic, but you're talking, and now things are coming out that are, you know, some slanderous accusations. And yes, they're rumors, but we didn't get this kind of stuff with Carlton, did we? Michelle says, all Bishop Carlton Pearson said, it was, we are loved by God, and that was enough for the church. That's all he was saying. But that type of love, Michelle, doesn't balance out at the bank. Only hell and being scared and afraid of hell balances out at the banks, especially on Sunday mornings and Sunday afternoon when the brink truck pulls up to the church to haul off the cash to the bank. But Carlton Pearson disrupted that. So they couldn't quite figure out if what to do with him. So they just disassociated themselves. Now we have everyone, and as I stated in my last video about this, I believe everybody needs to be afforded some grace. Everybody, even though they didn't give it to Carlton, Carlton should have been afforded grace by a lot of his friends as well, who turned their backs on them. Boy, if Carlton was up, and I think somebody said that in a chat, that if Carlton was here, Carlton would be on the side more than likely of TD Jakes. Do you agree with me? Soul Cosmic says it seems that he made it worse for himself. I don't think this made it better. I don't think the takeaway was, okay, now we're satisfied. Now we know that it could not have been you. There was a lot of, I'm a child. The government has been put on my shoulders. I have been through a lot. I have helped you niggas out so much. And how dare you even question my integrity? Um, Pam says, quiet as kept, Eddie Long should have gotten some grace. He was never convicted of. Come on, Pam. Eddie Long settled, didn't want to go through the courts, didn't want, of course, he would have to go through the courts and all the accusers would have to come and things would be put on the table. But we have to realize that he died an innocent man. Legally, okay? We have our opinions, but yes, Eddie Long should have been afforded grace. More grace than he had been. And that's coming from the attorney. River Mandela says, do you believe he will sue the bloggers? And I was, I think if he's going to sue the bloggers, it would kind of be for, it's kind of like we're kicking back, waiting for Jada Pinkett to sue that dude that says, what Will was getting banged out by Dwayne Martin and all that. And he walked in the room. And Jada said, I'm going to sue. So we're sitting back waiting for the sue. And we haven't seen anything yet. And sometimes people sue just to say, I'm not innocent and I'm going to sue these people to make their situation seem a little bit better. I don't know. We ain't got, I don't think there's been no paperwork filed. And I'm sure if there is ever paperwork, we can go find it on the Pam the Law Intellect. She'll have it. Pam says, everyone can have their opinions, but if you're saying grace as the standard, it shouldn't just fall for Jake's. No, and I don't want people to really get my words of grace to think that I'm capping for Jake's or Diddy or anybody. It's just across the board because we don't know whose name is going to pop up. Some famous name is going to pop up tomorrow. And if there's no valid evidence, then everybody deserves some grace. That's the bottom line in my opinion. This is the bottom line in my opinion. Jimmy says they called Carlton a heretic, but P. Diddy is worse than that. He actually hurt people and not a good character. Well, that's all alleged, Jimmy. It's all alleged, though. We haven't got any proof. There was a lawsuit filed, but it was dismissed because of the settlement. So we didn't get a chance to pick that apart. Teresa said, I would have sued as soon as the first lie was told. I was in a thong and holding a peach cobbler on a motorcycle tooted up. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and call my lawyers so we can get all your money and get your channel tore down, copy stricken and removed. Okay. Now okay. This is where it gets sticky in here, so Cosmic, because we say victims, but victims are usually noted as victims. And Pam, the law intellect can correct me if I'm wrong. When you're a victim, it's been proven that you're a victim. Can we say alleged victims? You can stand with the alleged victims. I'm just saying, I don't want people to put on here that they are victims and nothing has been proven. It's just rumors right now, y'all. Not good rumors. Yeah, it's a thong in the pie. Y'all want to hear about that story? Go to my Jake's Diddy Perry video. Quite interesting. All right. Okay, Jimmy, in all fairness, TD Jakes didn't call it, this is Shanae. TD Jakes didn't start the heritage. He didn't label on Carlton. He did not. Bishop Jakes just peeked around the corner He was peeking around the corner when Jakes and Bernard Jordan was standing before them bishop. He was just peeking around the corner. And when they labeled him a heretic, he backed his head up, got in his Rolls Royce and drove that thing away and said, all right, I'll see you later from afar, Carlton Pearson. So he didn't label him a heretic. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's alleged victims. You can't just believe everybody. So, and see, and Pam, they think that you're being insensitive, and they think that you don't care, and you're a horrible person. No, if somebody said you RAP'd them, you personally, who's ever listening to me, if somebody accused you of that, whether it be male or female, and you didn't do it, and everybody starts running around talking about you have the victims that you assaulted, and you haven't assaulted anybody, wouldn't you say, those are not victims? I didn't do anything. So I think we have to not do all these absolutes, y'all. We can't do all these absolutes. We want to feel for people's pain, but the pain, unfortunately, well, I'm going to say fortunately, has to be proven. I don't want just anybody saying anything about me. It's horrible. Comment said all you do was cry while watching the service. And what made you cry? Comment, what made you cry about that? Major Boy says facts and truth are two different things. And we haven't seen any facts. We haven't seen any evidence, y'all. It's a lot of bloggers talking about what they got. Well, not a lot of bloggers, but the main bloggers who brought it out. And I guarantee you what's going to happen. Well, I got it from this person. I got it from this person. And it's going to go down a rabbit hole until there be no evidence. Because let me tell you, when you choose to go after powerful men such as a Jakes, just be ready for the consequences and just be ready. Whether you're right or wrong, just be ready. Ready? Are you ready? Oh, I like this. Let's see. Pam. Hey, what's up, Relly B? She says, exactly. I need some evidence, police reports, lawsuits. Give us something, really. We can't just be out here windmilling for people and we ain't got no evidence. The windmill is broke. Ooh, we need to stop the windmill because we don't have any evidence. Will we windmill? Oh, you guarantee it if we got some evidence. But we can't be out here, scrapping and pulling out hair and scratching eyes and putting Vaseline on our face to get ready to fight, and we have absolutely nothing. Pam says, during trial, the defense team usually requests that the alleged victims can't even be referenced as a victim because it's prejudicial, right? So it's some prejudice in that when you start talking about victims when nothing has been proven. The court usually grants the defense the request to. So you can't put them and the victim over here in the right. No, ain't no victims over on the right. No victims. There's no victims in the courtroom until the jury comes back and announces that somebody was guilty. Then you got some victims in the courtroom. Okay? Whew, my God. All right. What else we got? I'm kind of behind. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. Lord, I didn't even tell y'all Merry Christmas. It's just so much going on. Merry doggone Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve, y'all. We almost there. Well, comment. See that? Oh, Jesus. Some of y'all kind of one-track mind on stuff. I hope to hell. Well, ain't no hell. That's, ain't no hell. You better hope there ain't no hell. That something don't come up about you. And then people start just saying, you did it. Yep, it was comment. I seen it. Well, do you have any evidence? No, but my girl down the street, Miss Benita Betrayal, she knows everything. And she told me on authority that Comet did it. I'm just saying. You can't say he not living up to what he preaching about because we don't know. We don't have any proof. Mm-hmm. What else we got in here? Simply Elegant One says, St. James, you're speaking my language because I refuse to just jump on the bandwagon. These wagons got wobbly wheels, y'all. These wagons have wobbly wheels. Have y'all liked the video since you sitting up looking at me, looking in and dipping in the St. James Sanctuary this morning on this great getting up Sunday morning? Like the video for me. Yeah, yeah, the wheels are wobbly, Simply Elegant One. Yeah, yeah. Just give them grace and mercy until the facts and receipts show up. Major Boy says, and Pam says, everybody deserves it, past and present, until something was done. We can't even say Eddie did what he did. There was never any rulings. Oh, 9 billion, you're up. You're doing much. Merry Christmas. What's up, Deshaun? What's up, JP? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Well, I mean, Charlene McKinney says, I'm glad he didn't address these alleged charges. Well, he did. He did more or less address them. He said that he doesn't, he doesn't mess with freaks, so I'm assuming, it's my assumption that he's calling the rumors were that he was a power bottom being pounded by other escort men's at Diddy's freak offs sessions. So if another male is going to pound town on another male, then it is considered possibly homosexual, bisexual, fluid, pansexual, whatever you want to choose for the day. So that puts you in the category of another lifestyle. So he's calling those people freaks. So he pretty much addressed the rumors, and he started talking about, he didn't map them out. He didn't say, I've been accused of being in a thong, holding a peach cobbler, taking pictures with my security guard. No, he didn't say that. He didn't bring out, accusations. He just blanket them things. Hit the doggone likes, y'all. Desiree said, hit the likes. Y'all hit them. Would you do it? Nashia says, sir, it's definitely evident. What's evidence? See, y'all need to, this church brain stuff is, yes, but I'm with you when you're right. Now, you talking about evidence, I ain't with you because we ain't seen none. The, the omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent God. Yes, he does see it all. But remember, his eyes are looking everywhere. He even know when you ain't right. He even know. He know your mind. He know your lustful. He know it all. There's none, Riverdale. Well, if there's any, if there, I ain't gonna say there is none. We haven't been presented with any. Retrograde is in full motion. Don't trust nothing. That's what Darla says. I don't really understand the whole retrograde thing. I think somebody needs to break that down to me one day. I guess I should listen when I'm in Patreon, but I don't get that one. DJ B Red says the system is designed for criminal. If you know how to work it, you will always appear innocent. Well, that's why we are in the US of A, and that's why we have the court systems that we have. Prove you're innocent. Michelle Holly says, I'm not on the bandwagon. However, I am a hawk flying and watching all the karma float back and forth. Sometimes, when people want you to get in the pig pen with them, they want you to argue, they want you to fight. Sometimes you just gotta, y'all read the Bible, don't you? Sometimes you have to, you do turn the other cheek. And then we have to do, like our ancestors said, just hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battle, because they will start falling one by one. That karma is a mother. First lady, missionary, supervisor, karma, that heifer will find you. As low as you are, as high as you are, that mother will find you. Now that list is going, that SP list, woo, they better head for the hills from what's coming to help, because that list, even though you're being on a list, don't automatically say that you're guilty, but baby, it could. That list. Whew. Mm-hmm. Under new management says, should a preacher go to parties such as Diddy parties? Would that be right or wrong? It really depends on, in my opinion, I don't have a problem with preachers going to parties. I really don't. Now, if you're talking about, if you're trying to link parties with his freak offs, we're not talking about that. If they're having a birthday party where there's other celebrities, where there's other friends, where there's other family, me personally, I don't have a problem with preachers going. I think people can be in certain atmospheres and still act right. Now, if you want to dip into the Bible and start talking about the very appearance of evil and all that other stuff, you can go there if you want to. That's fine. You can go there if you want to. But in my opinion, and I'm ahead of the carnal church sector. So we saved, we over here saved and spiritual, but we also tap into a humanistic side as well. All right. It mean nothing to me. People aren't found. Okay. Yeah. Now you're talking right. See, did you have your weedy? Did you have a cup of coffee now, Nazia? Because you was a little off. You was a little going off. But at the end of the day, it's between them and God. Correct. Yeah. All right, what else we got on here? Again, I will be on at 4 o'clock with Eric Maurice Clark. We are having a gospel Christmas. We in Detroit tonight, 4 p.m. You never know what St. James has up his sleeve. So you definitely want to set your notifications and join us. 4 o'clock, that's 7 Eastern. You figure out those other times. There go the plane, y'all. Is that Bishop Jakes getting the hell out of United States? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't see. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh. 22 River Mandela says St. James, London 2025. Yes. Will you do a meetup with your subscribers at Donald Lawrence, Evan Hawk? Yes. I will do a special meetup. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be in London though, River Mandela. We haven't got the spot yet. It may be we were supposed to go, before that pandemic hit, we were supposed to go to Copenhagen. So it could be there, or it could be Sweden. It could be anywhere, Spain. So I don't think it's going to be in London. I don't think, but don't quote me. All right. Darla says, I'm staying calm for now. However, the moment Bishop Paul Morton comes out and demands some answers like he did with Eddie Long, we know some ish about to hit the fan. Because what happened was, when they start talking about I demand answers, is because they've actually seen some proof. They can't come out with it, but they've actually seen, there's a society, y'all. Now, don't think there's not a society within this preachers and these clubs. There's a society. So things get shared, special text messages, groups, share things. So there's some truth to some things that are being said. So when people actually see some things, but know they can't come out with it themselves, that's why these people run the bloggers. They've been running the William McRae for years. They've been running the Jives for years. These people run these bloggers to do things, and even maybe do a little payola. I don't know. To make sure that these things get out, but themselves cannot do it. And you got to remember, these preachers want to be the one on top. They got a problem when that other one is on top and they're not. Yeah. Major says yes, they can ruin you if they desire to. If they have the desire to ruin you, there's proof of things. Now, will it be presented? And that can be on anybody. Will it be presented? It's the question. Listen, they didn't do their money right. That money wasn't done right because for all of the issues that have been swapping through the just the church itself, I mean, even just do it the Church of God in Christ. We ain't even got to step in the Baptists and the Kojic, I mean, and the Apostolics, Methodists, and all that. That money should have been made with the Kojics. Love you too. Love you too. Very ego driven. Yes, 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 yes. So y'all, it's just what can we say to these things? What can we say? I don't wish that anybody fall. I don't wish that anyone um has these issues brought to light or what have you. I pray that if anybody has any issues, and I mean we're saying issues, but if this is who you are, say that thing. But by saying that thing, see, they don't want to be Bishop Carlton Pearson. They don't want to lose what Carlton Pearson lost. I pray that his children, I pray that Majesty and Julian get to reap some bountiful blessings and benefits off of the way their dad was thrown out of the church, houses foreclosed on, bank accounts overdrawn. I pray that his children reap a harvest just for that man saying, this is what I believe. Let me explain to you what the love of God is. The love of God is not scary. The love of God is not threatening. You fear God, but not in the manner of what you're preaching. Fearing God is. I pray that they will reap some type of wonderful harvest, even though he's not here to do it. Because now we have the same people that threw him away. They're needing the grace of God. They're needing the grace of public opinion. They need it. Mm, 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 mm. Let me tell you, they have to reap. Now, if anything make you cry, that should make you cry. Those children have to reap because they were innocent children when all this just came about and God revealed this. See, God is still speaking. Let me give y'all a sermon for Sunday morning, since some of us didn't go to church. God is still speaking. After Revelations, the last scripture in Revelation did not stop God speaking to his people. Are you it? Are you his people? Are you a son? Are you a child? Are you a daughter? Are you a child of God? Doesn't he speak to you on a daily and tell you to do this and don't do that? Back up, go forth, stop, go, not now, later. Don't God speak to you? Then why wouldn't God speak to a man of God who proclaims the gospel and tells him, this is what this really means? If you want to talk about love, let's really talk about love. Let's not talk about pseudo love. Let's not talk about the love that makes you comfortable. Let's not talk about loving that person. Like me and my ex-wife, let me tell you about her. I couldn't stand at her for years. My goodness. Oh, but I had to respect her. She was a great mother to my daughter. But her personality and character, it didn't match with me. So we just wasn't good. But you know what? I had to respect her. And I have to say, Lord, cover her. In my prayers, I used to say, Lord, cover my daughter, cover her mother, cover their household. I used to have to do it. That's the kind of love that Carlton Pearson was talking about. That love when you don't think they need prayer, or you don't think that it's necessary, or they've been so horrible, or they're just so horrible that you don't even want God to touch them. You don't want God to even look at them. Don't bless them, Lord. Curse them. Get them, Jesus. Get them, Lord. That's the kind of love that God revealed to Carlton Pearson. They want to talk about agape. These Negroes don't know nothing about what even agape means. No, agape. Have no idea what agape means. Whew. Mm. Sometimes you got to lay it out. Mm. Ah! I'm just saying, y'all, if we're going to call a thing, we have to understand. Mm. My eyes are looking to the Lord, and my ears are waiting on Archbishop Jordan and Bishop Morton. You bloggers are about to be prophesying all 24 through platform. Cry loud. Yeah. Mm-hmm. K. Rich says most Christ-believing celebs have spiritual guide. So the problem isn't that Diddy went to Jake's for counsel, but he should never attended a well. Okay, that's your opinion. Okay. No, throw me an A flat, baby. I gotta go a little higher. No, that you was on a B3. Hammond B3. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, y'all. I gotta go. I will be back on 4 o'clock, y'all. We going in. We going in for Christmas, y'all. We in Detroit. We're gonna have fun tonight. It's gonna be great. Gonna get out of here. That was a nice churchy response from TD Jakes today. Uh, um, he don't mess with freaks. That's going to be problematic. That statement's probably going to be very problematic for him, because if the freaks come out at night and have evidence, the freaks come out at night. You better pray that the freaks stay where they at. You better pray that the freaks throw away all the evidence. You better pray that the freaks, if there's any, you better beg God, get on your belly like a snake and beg God that all the evidence has been boiled up in the fire. When Sodom and Gomorrah was burned up and thrown away, you better pray that all the evidence went with it. Just saying. Woo. Did the shade room finally say something? Well, we ain't put no stock in the shade room, because they probably said something under duress, and they were probably told to say something by the PR team of Jake's, because we've been accusing the shade room of being in cahoots with Jake's, and Jake's having a benefit from the shade room, or being associated with the shade room. And he come out and said he's not now. So if the shade room is talking now, I need y'all to shut up. I'm not interested in what the shade room talking about, because now y'all want to talk. That's a PR stunt. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna see all of you there. I hope you hit like before you get out of here. It's gonna be. I just gotta get out of here, y'all. I gotta go in this gym and act like I'm doing few little things, and then get out of here. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you. You have a blessed Sunday. Remember, the grace that you give to others, you will want afforded back to you. All right. That's all I'm saying. So whether they be here, whether they have been gone from now, grace even into their families. Oh man, talking about you almost cried today listening to Jake's cry about Carlton Pearson's kids. Cry about the people that don't waste your tears. These things, he can handle himself. Jace can handle himself. These are things that these kids had to go through and didn't have any option. They didn't have any time. Turn that mess off, man. He didn't have any, no control over what happened. So if you're gonna cry, you waste your tears, y'all. You're foolish. All right. You get off my soapbox. You looking for gym memberships? Yeah. It is what it is. All right. That's all happening so fast. I noticed. Yeah. The Patrick family. Yeah. There you go. Uh-huh. Make sure y'all go back if y'all want to, go back and see my videos, previous videos concerning this matter. Appreciate you. Love you all. Please support the platform. If you liked anything that you heard today, go ahead and show your love. Show your love, as Steve Harvey would say, but show your love not just with clapping of your hands, but with the tapping of your fingers on your Cash Apps, your Zales at the St. James Show at att.net, or through PayPal, the St. James Show on PayPal, and Cash App is just St. James Show. Appreciate you. Love you. We will see you. Jacqueline says, like, comment, share. There it is right there, y'all. There it is right there. Thank you, moderators. Right. All that crying. He'll be all right. Stop all that crying, y'all. Please. God bless you.